is up, you guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where fire sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devin. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. Watch this episode all the way to the end because I don't want you guys missing out what I have in store for you today. So as we know, Draymond Green is on the scene. He made some comments about the Warriors. All-Star weekend is over. As we know, LeBron James has missed his first ever All-Star game. He didn't play due to his ankle. But All-Star weekend is out the way with a couple months left into the NBA season. We have the Warriors right now sitting at 10th in the West, 28-27 record. And Draymond Green had this to say about the Warriors. He believes that the Warriors can win a championship, and this is what he had to say. Since Jimmy Butler's been since Jimmy Butler's been here, we've walked into thinking every game, thinking and believing that we're going to win that game. And that goes a long way in this league. When you walk in the game like, man, we're probably going to lose this game, it's not good. He's brought back that belief, and I think we're going to win a championship. Draymond, Defensive Player of the Year, four-time champion. Draymond. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys agree with Draymond Green saying the Warriors will win another championship? Will they get that fifth ring? And let's go more in depth with the Warriors. Let's talk about, before I get to their current roster, let's talk about their past roster, the the roster where they won championships, the championship rosters that they had over the years. So we're gonna start with the first one, the 2014-15 roster. You had Stephen Curry, Justin Holiday, Andre Iguodala. You already know Defensive Player of the Year. Klay Thompson, Sean Livingston, guy who in history of the NBA, he's made all of his mid-range shots, never missed not one of them. Harrison Barnes, Andrew Bogut, Maurice Spates, and David Lee. I feel like people forget about Maurice Spates, and I at the time when I was watching this Warriors team, I was still a kid. I was still like probably in what middle school at the time, watching them play, elementary and middle school. But this team right, I mean, Maurice Spates was like he was the bully in my opinion. When he played the game, he was more so the bully. So you had that size. So it's like you got at that point you have him. He was kind of like Draymond way before Draymond came into the picture. But that squad. Harrison Barnes was also a shooter. The Splash Bros was the team to became what they became. They were on the rise. Harrison Barnes was knocking down shots. Andre Iguodala doing his thing. And then moving on to the 2016-2017 roster, you had Kevin Durant, who at that time left the OKC, as we know, and went to Golden State. You had Steph, Clay, JaVale McGee, David West, who people fail to forget. David West was a key guy on that team. Andre Iguodala, Matt Barnes, Draymond Green, Patrick McCaw, Sean Livingston, and Ian Clark. And then moving on to the second, when they won back-to-back 2017-2018 season, Jordan Bell, Nick Young, as we all know, as Swaggy P, Quinn Cook, who was a scorer himself. He knocked down a couple of threes. He was a three-point shooter. Stephen Curry, Draymond, Kevin Durant, Clay, David West, Kevon Looney, Andre Iguodala, and Damian Johnson. And then moving to the last championship they won, which was the 2021-22 roster, Steph, Draymond, Jordan Poole, who is not with the Warriors anymore, with the Wizards now. Gary Payton II, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins. That was his last run, but he's with the Miami Heat. Andre Iguodala, Otto Porter Jr., Jonathan Kuminga, and Moses Moody. Now, Otto Porter Jr. comes to mind, and I fail to forget he was. I fail to forget. I fail to realize that he was part of that championship team because he's that type of player that you don't really hear often. So it surprises me that I was like, oh wow, he actually won a championship with Golden State. But credit to him. And then moving on to as you know, looking at those rosters, they had size. You had Andrew Bogut, you had Kevin Durant. They were always, teams always the Warriors always had that center that big man piece. But now they have moved. They slowly over the years have grown to play that small ball lineup, that small ball role. And looking at their current roster right now, Steph, Draymond, Jimmy Butler, Kevon Looney, Gary Payton, the second, Buddy Hield, Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Podziemski, Pat Spencer, and Quentin Post. So what you have to understand is this roster that they have right now, the current roster for the Warriors, they don't really have. They're not like every other team where you have big men in the game. You have at least two to three big men. They don't have any at all. Most of the players on the roster is forwards and guards. Maybe they have one center at the most. But when you look at the Warriors, could they win a championship? It's a possibility. Now, I want to go back. I want to touch back a little bit about Draymond's response about they're coming in since they got Jimmy Butler. They're coming in with that mindset. They're going to win every game. I understand that you have the confidence. You're looking at the team that you got. You're looking at your team, the team chemistry, the the mindset that you guys have, the organization, the fan base. They have it all. Golden State is known for being a dynasty, and it's like now you got Jimmy Butler in the mix. So there's two ways you can look at it. Two ways. One, which is Draymond saying coming in to win every game, and but at the same time you have to be prepared when it comes to losing a game because there's going to be certain possessions and plays that are out of your control and things happen where you go good. But what I would say to that is be prepared. Also, have that confidence of you want to win, but also be prepared to when you come to a point where you know you're going to lose a game, just be prepared for it. So don't get too high, don't get too low. That's basically what I'm saying. And I love it. I believe they can do it, but these couple of months, looking at their schedule right now with the Warriors, Friday, February 21st, they play the Kings. Sunday, February 23rd, they play the Mavs. You're talking about Kyrie, and we know Dallas got that rim protection after acquiring Anthony Davis. Max Christie is a problem himself. Tuesday, February 25th, they play the Hornets. Thursday, February 27th, they play the Magics. Saturday, March 1st, they play Philly. Not really a factor. I believe they're going to beat Philly. Monday, March 3rd, they play the Hornets again. So they play the Hornets twice in the season so far in the season. And then Tuesday, March 4th, they play the Knicks. They should be able to beat the Knicks, but I do believe it's going to be a battle. Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be exciting. But in all honesty, I feel like the Warriors have a chance to do it, but as we know, the chemistry has to be there. So far so good with Jimmy Butler. He's 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 slowly, gradually easing his way into the Warriors basketball, and he wants to be on the team. Like he said, he wanted to be on the team that was a contender. So he got what he wanted, and he's playing. Anyways, that is all for today's episode. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.